Do you know why people are so angry all the time? Why do you get angry? Why? Have you ever wondered, like you call yourself, I'm short-tempered, I'm hot-tempered, oh, I snap. Do you know why that happens? Why do you get angry? What's the cause of that anger? And you must have seen that when you get angry, post your anger, you realize that you have said something, you have done something, you have behaved in a certain way that has hurt a couple of people around you, especially your loved ones, which causes a lot of complications in your life. Then, of course, comes the ego part that you don't want to say sorry because you don't want to accept that you are faulty, but you know deep down inside that you made a flawed behavior, a flawed statement that you don't really mean, but it came out in a wrong way, or the wrong words came out because you, some way or the other, because you're so angry, you wanted to hurt the other person through your words. Do you know why that happens? See, my friends, in today's video, we're going to learn a couple of things about why the anger happens, why there's anger issues. Anger comes from resentment. Resentment comes from frustration. Frustration comes from suppression of emotions in a lot of different ways, especially emotions that are negative. Now, this is a chain of things that happens. Without all of these, there is no anger. It's inevitable that you have to understand this, that if you take care of all of these factors, you will not have any anger left inside you. The problem is that people have so much of this thing penting up inside them, how much they have suppressed inside them. That's the reason people get angry. People burst out of explosion in their head because they can't take it anymore. My friends, if you have faced this kind of situation, if you have been in a relationship, if you have been in your family, if you have spoken to your friends, not everybody every time can do everything the way you want. It's impossible, right? So sometimes things don't go according to your plan. Sometimes things really hurt you, or sometimes things get to your nerves. So what do? Sometimes you can express it. Sometimes you are not able to express it. When you are able to express it, you do get a chance of venting out. But if you don't get a proper response from the other side, it becomes a spiral inside. It becomes like a volcano. It gets suppressed inside. If you don't get to share in the first place, then what you do is, because of the environment, maybe there are people around, maybe there are elders around that you can't explode yourself and you can't get angry in front of them. You need to understand that you suppress your thought process, that you suppress your feelings. That becomes like a pressure cooker inside your heart, inside your mind. And there's mild and the smallest of triggers or a poke instantly cracks you, and there's an explosion in your head out of anger. You say things, you do things, you behave things that you don't mean, hurting the people you love the most. And when you are hurt, you hurt people. When they are hurt, they will hurt more people, which also includes you. So it becomes a spiral of reaction, chain reaction. It will become so disastrous that there is no coming back from it. So you have to understand that if you really want to get rid of your anger, if you really want to get rid of your problems in your life, first and foremost thing is you have to understand that you have to stop suppressing your thought processes. You have to stop suppressing and swallowing your emotions so that nobody knows about it. If you keep doing that, eventually you will leak. Eventually you will burst out of anger. Eventually you will end up hurting people not the way you want it. So you have to learn that you need some people around in your life, either a coach, mentor, or one of your trusted advisors, paid or unpaid, that whom you can share or confide in, that you can share without judgment or bias. They will listen, they will take care of you, they will not judge you or think negative of you because you said something. You need to let it out of your chest. You need to offload it. Otherwise, it just gets worse and worse from there. All I want you to understand in this video, my friends, is to stop suppressing things in your heart. I know it's hard because you may not have the right people around you. So your first task is finding those kind of people who you can confide in, and they will never, ever, ever, even if you have a turmoil or a breakup with that person, whether it's a loved one or a friend, they will never throw you under the bus. You need those kind of people in your life. That's very important. That's your fast task. If you want to get rid of anger, find people in your life or hire people in your life who would be your trusted advisor without bias, without judgment. If you can do that, your life will completely transform and you will have a great life. I promise you will see your anger will keep going down. Once you start sharing, the anger won't go down just like that in one instance, because there's a lot of other pending things inside you. So when you keep doing this over and over and over again, you will realize that your anger issues will keep going down. And as your anger issues will keep going down, that means what? Your resentment, your frustration, your suppression is reducing as well. Because without them reducing, anger cannot go down. Make sense? So you are actually doing great on that part if you are working this way. Otherwise, it becomes a vicious cycle of pain and hurt and anger. I hope this video gives you a nudge to make or take the step towards reducing your anger, resolving your problems, resolving your anger issue. Take care of yourself. If you like this video, please do share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.